Hi guys, Jamie with Sweet Pickins. Welcome to my kitchen. So I want to do a quick video to show you guys something that I have done this year to update our home on a budget. And I have to say, this is one thing that I have done that has completely changed the feel and the look and elevated our home. I'm always looking at ways to make our home feel just a little more cozy and cohesive. And there's things that we have to have, like garbage cans in our house. And we used to have these steel garbage cans, you know, they had that steel metal look to match our fridge and our dishwasher and our microwave. And it was fine for a few years, but I just felt like it did not work with our aesthetics. It just bugged me. However, it worked. And the one garbage can finally broke. We had two. We had one on the other side of the island for recycle, and then we had the one for garbage right here where I'm standing. And it just got to the point where I was like, ew, I don't like them anymore. So once it broke, I was like, I'm done. So I really wanted to have a garbage can that was a wicker basket, okay? But it had to have a lid. I think a garbage can without a lid in a kitchen is yucky and looks terrible unless it's hidden underneath, right? So as I grew up, the garbage can was always under the sink. And the reality is I have my cleaning supplies under the sink. That was not gonna work. Plus, that's a tiny little garbage can. So I don't know how my parents did it to where we just used, like, you know, a Rayleigh's paper bag as our garbage can, and they would take it out constantly. That would drive me absolutely crazy. So going back to the whole thing on garbage cans is I needed something really pretty, and I really wanted to have a basket with a lid. So I started searching, Googling and searching and trying to find a garbage can with a lid, and I found them. I was like, oh my gosh, these are so cute. $130. $160, $190. I even found one for $230. I was like, y'all are crazy. Who is gonna spend that kind of money? Even if you had it, why are you spending that kind of money on one garbage can? So I was like, nope, I'm gonna do this, but I've gotta figure out how to do it on a budget. So Jamie went ahead and got a laundry basket. I said, I know I can make this work. So what I did is I went to the store, and I had to go to a few stores to find, I wanted one that was a little more oblong, not square, because I didn't want the, you know, walkway, because the sink is right here and I'm cooking, and I didn't want it to be this big old square thing that really sticks out. So I wanted it to be oblong. So it's oblong. Most hampers are. However, most of the actual trash can wicker baskets were not. They were square. So I decided, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I found one. And I said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. But now, what am I gonna do? I can't just put a liner inside this. What happens if it leaks, or the bag rips, or the bag falls? It's gonna get gross and yucky, and I'm just gonna have wasted my money. So I was like, okay, $40, $39.99. And I was like, all right, we're gonna get this figured out. So the first thing I did when I brought it home was I added a handle. So I literally just took, this is just a drawer pull, and I took 4 washers, because I needed 4 washers on each side, and some screws, and I screwed it in. So it is nice and secure, and you can just pick up the garbage can. Okay, got that settled. Now, what are we gonna do for the inside? So I measured the inside, and I said, all right, let's go to the store and see what we can find. I want a plastic liner. So before I did that, I was like, okay, let me pull out the plastic liner out of our aluminum metal can that was in here. Let me try that. It was too wide, it didn't work. I shimmied it down in, made it work for a couple of days until I could find the perfect one that fit. So I found one. So I got a basic white garbage can that fits perfect. It has a little bit of room on each side. It's pretty much from front to back, it pretty much fits really well, but on the sides, there is probably about 1/2 inch on each side. So I'm able to get my fingers in here. I'm able to put a new bag in. I'm able to tie this bag up. And if it leaks, it's easy to clean. So how easy was this? So you guys, these are things that you have to think of is when you want to elevate or change or do something in your home and you don't always have a big budget. You know, I mean, listen, the reality is it's expensive to live and we don't always have a huge budget to do these things. However, we want to upgrade or do a little bit into our home. So something as simple as this wicker basket made such a big difference. And it was $40. The basket was $40. I already had the handle. This was from a piece of furniture that I had redone, and I filled the holes and I did knobs instead. So this was just repurposed. And then this actual garbage can down here was $11. The actual plastic part was $11, but it's something that can be reused for other things if we choose to get rid of this. So this is just a way, if you want to think outside of the box and you really want something, you have to think outside the box. But for example, when I first saw these garbage cans, I said, no, I can't, I guess I'm not gonna have a wicker garbage can. So don't give up so easy. Try to figure out a solution to what you're trying to get or a problem you're trying to solve. And that's where I was like, let's try a hamper. Honestly, guys, I had no idea if it was gonna work, but it did. And we did get rid of our recycle on the other side, so we don't have one on each side. I wanted to just kind of streamline in the kitchen. So we just have the one. And there's the recycle bin outside, but we can just take our garbage out. It looks nice and clean. So if you guys want to elevate your kitchen and you like the look of wicker, go get you a hamper and recreate your garbage can in your kitchen, because I will tell you, it is going to elevate your kitchen. So guys, thank you so much for following along. This is Jamie with Sweet Pickins. Don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Sweet Pickins Reno. We also have a website, shopsweetpickins.com. We also have a retail location here in Sparks, Nevada. We are inside Painted Tree. We are space W1. So make sure you like the video, subscribe, and we will see you again on the channel with maybe another baking, maybe a decorating, or maybe a DIY. You never know on this channel. We're doing all sorts of things to create a home that you love on a budget. So thank you guys so much. Bless you.